My special guest this week is Kevin Hill Jr., very talented singer, entertainer. Keep it right here. Kevin and I are going to be having a chat right after this. My guest today is local talent. He's an excellent singer and he has an excellent band behind him as well. They cover the classics with a focus on the American songbook, and he's appearing at Harrow Arts Centre in the not too distant future. His name is Kevin Hill Jr. and he's right here with me now. Kevin, hello, welcome, and thank you for being my guest.
Oh, thank you for having me, Steve. Lovely to be here.
You're very welcome, man. I saw footage of yourself and your band, funnily enough, performing at the Harrow Arts Centre. When was that?
That was May last year. That was our first show there.
Right, let me say off the bat that I'm impressed by your singing. You are a proper singer.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll give you that 20 quid in a minute.
Oh, we'll put it in the charity book. How about that, Kevin? We'll stick it in the charity book.
Me and my big mouth. Yeah.
Let me just ask you about, firstly, you have a show, an upcoming show at Harrow Arts Centre. You're back there.
That's right, on the 17th of November.
17th of November.
It'll be our third appearance there.
Okay.
It's going to be fun, a lot of fun.
Yeah. You, as I mentioned, you do the American songbook, but you do lots of other things as well.
Yeah, we focus quite a lot on the jazz side of things.
Yeah.
The swing and standards. Sinatra, Tony Bennett,
Right.
Bobby Darin.
You're talking my language, you are.
Okay, there we go. I wonder why we were getting on. And but yeah, we there'll be a little bit of maybe some soul and a little bit of pop there.
Well, the guys in the band are very hot. I mean, those boys can play, can't they?
Yeah, they can play.
Yeah, I would imagine that you could probably, with those guys, turn your hand to pretty much anything you want to try.
Anything, yeah. They're that good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky.
It does take the hard work out of it if you've got a good team, doesn't it?
Definitely, yeah. As enjoyable as it is just being up there and performing, when you got people playing like that behind you, that drives you, you give a better performance.
I was going to say, do you find you have to up your game?
Oh, definitely, yeah, especially with people of that calibre.
Who have you got in the band? We could give them a little name check, couldn't we?
Yeah, we got John Blackburn on drums,
right.
Very good friend of mine. Okay. Robert Anstey on bass, electric and upright, fantastic talent. And Richard Luck on keys, who's also our MD.
It often is the keys player who is the MD, isn't it? It's interesting. It's about delegation, isn't it? I mean, it's your band, you're the singer, but I think from a punter point of view, they'll often think that, like, because you're the singer and it's your band, then you call all the shots.
Yeah. I have a certain amount of say in how I want things to go, but if that doesn't work musically, then, that's why you've got an MD.
Do you kind of call it sometimes? Let's say you're in the middle of a show and you're in the middle of a number and you're thinking, this isn't quite connecting with the audience, or let's just move it along to the next tune. Can you wind it up early if you want?
Yeah. I'll just give them a nod.
And they know.
Or wave my arms in the air. Sometimes I look like I'm at the end of Heathrow main runway trying to stop the band. But, you can do all sorts. The freedom of having the band there is wonderful.
They've got to keep their eye on you really all the time, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because if the drummer's got his head down, as sometimes they do, he's going to miss a cue, isn't he?
Yeah, but they're all pro. They know the game.
Yeah.
They know the score. They know what they're doing.
I have a copy of the album here, folks. Kevin Hill Jr., photo of him on the front, looking quite dashing there. The inch-wide black tie and the sort of silver... What would you call that jacket? It's like a silver sheen to it, isn't it?
Well, I'm colourblind. I thought it was pink. But
Well, you look very dashing there, Kevin. Ladies, if this was TV, you would be swooning. Not at me, but Kevin. Let me just clarify. Anyway, this album is entitled Young Blue Eyes. You've got 13 tracks on here. Go Away Little Girl. I can't remember. Who did that originally? Can you remember?
Well, I think it was written for Bobby V. And a few people had a hit with it. I think Steve Lawrence had quite a big go with it. But I think probably one of the biggest was Donny Osmond.
Right.
In about 71. And that's where this particular arrangement, it's my own arrangement. Right. Certainly the intro is heavily based on one of his live performances in more recent years. He's fantastic live nowadays as an adult.
Yeah, actually he is. He's kind of shaken off that boy band thing with his brothers.
I got to see Donny Emery
really?
in Vegas about 5 years ago, and it's one of the best. What a show!
Okay, loads more to talk about. Shall we play that track, "Go Away Little Girl"? You've recorded it. It's track number 9 off of the album.
Yeah, lovely. It's with my pianist Tim Hammond.
And here's the thing, folks. Pay attention, because the album's called Young Blue Eyes. Now, after we've had a listen to "Go Away Little Girl," this is Kevin singing this song. If you get the correct answer to the question, you can win a copy of the album. Oh yeah, you can. Keep it right here. It is 2:26. You're listening to Radio Harrow.
Go away, little girl. Go away, little girl. I'm not supposed to be alone with you. I know that your lips are sweet, but our lips must never meet. I belong to somebody else, and I must be true. Go away, little girl. Go away, little girl. It's hurting me more each minute that we delay. When you're near me like this, you're much too hard to resist. So go away, little girl, before I beg you to stay. When you're near me like this, you're much too hard to resist. So go away, little girl. Let's call it a day, little girl. Please go away, little girl, before I beg you to stay.
Right to the very last note. That is the dulcet tones of Kevin Hill Jr., who is my guest in the studio today. He's sitting right opposite me, looking at me with them blue eyes.
Hello, Steve.
Oh, dear. Hey, that's fantastic performance, fantastic version of that song.
Oh, thank you very much.
Your pianist there, he's good ivory tickler, isn't he?
Oh, wonderful. That was Tim Hammond there. Yeah, we worked on that arrangement a couple of years ago. Yeah, lovely. It was written by Carole King.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, she's one of the that school of songwriters from the 60s. They worked in the Brill Building,
right? Okay.
I believe, in New York. Neil Sedaka was...
Oh, one of my favourites.
Yeah.
He'll be featured in the show. The show is the Songwriters Show.
Right, that's the name of the show.
That's the name of the show at Harrow Arts Centre, yeah. So we'll still hear lots of songs by Tony Bennett and Sinatra, but also featuring like Neil Sedaka, Barry Manilow, Neil Diamond, all the big songwriters, or singer-songwriters, and of course people that would write for the likes of Sinatra and Bennett.
Yeah.
Some of those were just as big as the artists themselves.
How did you get started? Did you sing from an early age?
I was useless. I couldn't sing a note.
Your mum, you say she was a singer.
She hadn't been to the studio for about 35 years. She'd done it in one take.
Tell me, have you ever auditioned for the X Factor?
It's not all it seems.